Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Democracy 3. My name, of course, is the Potato. Today we are continuing as an independent or semi-independent Scotland, whatever you sort of want, and things are going pretty darned well. Obviously, we have a little deficit, but it's just a cheeky little deficit. We don't really need to worry about it, to be honest. 2.48 billion. It's not very much, considering that we've got 160 billion in the bank, should we need it. It's pretty nice. If we have a look at our expenditure just quickly, we can see that our health service is taking the most substantial chunk. But there's a couple of other large chunks around here. Rail subsidies. Wow, we maxed out rail subsidies. Oh, yes, I do remember doing this. This is good for two reasons. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but why the hell not? Reducing unemployment, that's good. 7% reduction in unemployment. Also, reduces the number of motorists and makes commuters and makes rail usage go up. So, hey-ho, hey-ho, hey-ho. It's all freaking good. Am I worried about being in the stages of a deficit for a long time? I'm really not. Let's face it, the global economy is pretty low at the moment, so I would expect our GDP to go up as the global economy goes up. We've got that to sort of back us up, which is kind of lovely, if I do say so myself. And honestly, I feel that, yeah, we're in a very, very good position. Obviously, one of the only things that can really hurt us is the fact that we've got these mean dudes on us. Thankfully, only the Freedom League is rather annoyed with us. And that is because, I think, we've gone for intelligence, security effectiveness. Yeah, we've tried to raise this and, as a consequence, ended up upsetting the Liberals. Now, the next thing, do we want to try and get rid of religious people from our land? See, I'm not entirely sure. What's better, a religious person or a liberal person? Because we upset them both. We upset them both. We're already fully funding the space program anyway, but that's going to take another bazillion turns to implement. And when I say bazillion, I mean like 16. Can you imagine an independent Scotland running its own space program? That would be pretty darned crazy if I do say so myself. Anyway, fuck it. Let us go to the next turn. Click to return to government. Don't mind if I do. Oh no, this looks like a bad turn overall. Health down, unemployment down, so that's bad and that's kinda good, I guess. Hey ho. A chemical plant explosion? That's bad. That is a modded event and it's not good for us, let's just put it that way. Drug addiction. Wow, since legalizing narcotics, we seemingly have a massive drug problem. Who would have thought? Oh no, who would have thought? Geez, that's large. That is really, really big. But basically, it's all coming from narcotics. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, what else is going on? And egalitarian society has ended. Oh no, that means we're no longer as equal as we used to be. That's not good. That's not good, but we're running a surplus, which is kind of nice. We can be happy about that, if nothing else. Alright. This drug problem has got to be solved. I remember in the last episode we did legalize literally every drug there is, which is a fairly radical policy. Let's be frank about this. Legalizing cannabis? Let's cut back to legalized cannabis. It's going to make the Liberals less happy with us, which is kind of why I did it in the first place, but it's just one of those things really, isn't it? It's just one of those things. Oh well, that's going to sort out the narcotics sort of side of things. Religious people, yep, they're going down, that's fine. We're working on that. Surplus is obviously really, really good for us. We're at I don't want to say a high point, but we are quite high, and it's only going to continue to get higher as the global economy improves, which is really, really nice to see. Is there any other policies that we want to fund while we've got a little bit of cash in the bank? International refugee camp aid. It's possible. It's very, very possible. We could do anything we freaking well wanted. Stray animals care. Are you kidding? Like, what are we supposed to do with this? Adoption incentives? Conservatives and religious citizens say that adoption incentives is a good way to make sure that most children have homes with a family. It's a possibility, but I don't really think we want to introduce it yet. I mean, that's going to make religious people and conservatives happy. Conservatives, for example, are already pretty happy with us. Religious people, you know, indifferent, I would say. Indifferent to us. Language course. This is going to make the liberals happy, I would imagine. No, it doesn't. This is good. This is very good. This is going to reduce racial tension, make ethnic minorities like us, and it's going to increase immigration a little bit. As immigration goes up, unfortunately, this will upset the Patriots. It will upset the Patriots. Yeah, Patriots really like strong border controls, but honestly, I think our border controls are strict enough. Let's work on immigration a little bit, just to make sure that we have a consistently growing economy. Nice. Alright, any other stuff that we want to introduce? A worker safety law? It could be possible. A plastic bag tax? That is actually a thing in Scotland, believe it or not. Let's fucking introduce it. Let's do it. Capitalists are gonna hate us. Waste is gonna be reduced, and environmentalists are gonna like us a smidgen more. Is it worth it? Not at all. Not at all. I mean, we do get, I mean, if you want to be technical about it, we do get around 90 billion, so it's worth it. But is it really, though? I mean, in Scotland, for example, we have to pay 5p for a plastic bag. That's, you know, you go to the supermarket and you pay 5p if you're not prepared to carry it without a bag. And that's just the way it's been for, like, almost a year now. So, hey-ho, just keeping you guys updated with what the hell is happening in Scotland. Yeah, okay, so we're all out of political capital, and we're all out of luck, we're all out of good things, and let's go to the next turn. The chemical plant explosion, yes, we knew it would happen. It's established itself, reducing our GDP by 8.9%. Holy fuckballs, that is a lot. This entire chemical plant accounted for almost 10% of our GDP. Do you believe that? I don't believe it. I mean, Scotland's a pretty small country, but it's not that small that a single chemical plant accounts for a large percentage of the GDP. Whatever, that's okay. The environment, obviously the environment was a little bit damaged. Apparently 21% of Scotland's environment has been degraded. I also don't believe that, but maybe it was a really big chemical plant explosion. I don't know. And also health. So people are being near our capital. Oh yeah, okay, so toxins are being released into the air. That's bad. Environmentalists really are not happy. But I don't know why they should be annoyed at me. I mean, I didn't do jack shit about this. I mean, I've already got Indra, which environmentalists do like, which is good, which means that we can respond in good time to the chemical plant explosion. What annoys me is that capitalists are going to get annoyed about this. And they get annoyed about it for some stupid reason, even though it is completely necessary for saving the day. We're going to euthanize euthanasia. No, we are going to legalize euthanasia, and that's because we want the liberals to like us, and the liberals are not liking us as much as the religious folk are at the moment. So let's work towards making the liberals a little bit happier with us. Alright, thankfully, drug addiction has gone way down, which is kind of nice. You know, at the cost of the liberals not liking us, I'm okay with it. Let me tell you a little secret. I'm okay with that being the situation. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's certainly far, far away from the worst case scenario. Anyway, we've got 30 political capital. Let's introduce some more irrelevant policies. Compulsory work for the unemployed. That sounds like something the Scottish government would do. Maybe I'll think about introducing that soon. High-tech products tax? No, not really. A mansion tax? Potentially. But we don't want to lead to brain drain. That's not something that we're really super wanting to do. CPMDC? I think we should probably introduce this. Oh, hydropower. Wait, hydropower. Electricity generated, cheapest way, big dams. I like it. Let's do it. Electricity consumption down. Environmentalists don't like us, and no, the environment goes down by 16%. Oh god. Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking do it. Scotland's got quite a lot of hydroelectric dams, so, you know, let's take this opportunity to do it. Why the hell not? Environmentalists already like us a bunch anyway, so I'm really not too concerned by that. However, the fact that the environment might decrease by 16% worries me greatly. Hydropower decreases the environment. Well, it's only as bad as the chemical plant. In fact, it's not as bad as the chemical plant. So let's hope beyond hope that the environment doesn't degrade further than it already has. But hey ho, we're still running a surplus. Our reserves are going to go up next turn, irregardless of what we do. Very, very happy with that. Alright, now we are into a new set of problems and a new quarter. A new quarter in Scottish government antics. Alright, we're running a budget deficit. Straight off the bat, that is bad. That is really, really bad, even though our GDP is doing alright. Drug addiction has ended. That is good news. And uncompetitive economy. Not something that we really want to be very, very proud of. Basically, this is all related to productivity, and we did see a massive slump in productivity, which is really, really bad. Unemployment is pretty much leading to this massive slump in productivity, which is unfortunate. So I think this is a fantastic opportunity to deploy that policy that I was talking about earlier. That is compulsory work for the unemployed. This should reduce unemployment by everything, I think. Why do capitalists like this? I don't understand. And why do socialists not like this? And why do poor people not like this? That's a spelling mistake right there. That doesn't make sense. Like, socialists should love this. I mean, this is an entirely socialist policy, but capitalists seem to like it as well. I don't understand why, but hey, let's just roll with it. Yeah, totally. Anything that makes the capitalist a little bit happier is something that I am totally 100% down with. And if we're lucky, we might be able to solve this productivity slump in the very next turn. We might not be able to, but we might be able to. Now, what do we want to do about this deficit? That's what I'm worried about. I think the reason that we have this deficit is because of our drugs tax. Income history. Yeah, so next turn, this is going to... Yeah, okay, so now, look at this, for example. Last turn, we were making... Or a couple of turns ago, we were making 6.41 billion off this policy, and now we're only making 1.33 billion at an absolute maximum of taxing it. So that's worrying, but I'm not too worried by it, because I'm hoping that our economy will grow as this chemical plant explosion gets sorted out over the next couple of turns. So maximum, I would think, 5 turns before we're back on our feet. And when I say we've been knocked off our feet, we haven't been knocked off our feet. Absolutely not. We've still got reserves worth over 160 billion British pounds, which is somewhat of a consolation prize. Let's prevent this database. Let's make sure that the Liberals are a little bit more chuffed with us, because they're not super enamored by us at the moment, which is pesky indeed. Oh, oil dependency. Okay, so we have built up a country that is massively dependent on oil. Some may see this as bad, but it's definitely an achievement of some sort. Well, that is terrible. That is very worrying, and even more worrying is a Liberal plot. The Freedom League are amassing. That's worrying. Oh no, I'm being booed. Food price cuts. This is bad news. GDP minus 0.6%. That's a 6% reduction in GDP. That's bad. Obesity is down. That's good. Poor people and poor earnings, both down. Not too keen on that. Not gonna lie. Egalitarian society. I can get on board with this. I can totally get on board with this. That is something that I am down with. The fact that the Liberals planning a plot. This is just the most worrying thing in the world. You know what's kind of crazy? Is that if I reduce my security effectiveness by reducing policies such as CCTV cameras, then this will actually make the Liberals happy. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, flip-flops. You've managed to second-guess your policy decisions so many times that the electorate are accusing you of being the flip-flop politician. Perhaps you should be more decisive in the future. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Let's reduce this again. And let's reduce tasers, I guess. Now, who gives a shit about tasers? Tasers are barely bad. Intelligence services. Nah, intelligence services can be reduced a little bit, but not too much, I don't think. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. It's all good. It's all gravy, baby. All right. Fingers crossed this is going to make the Liberals a little bit more happy with us. A little bit more happy? I hope so. I really do. Because otherwise we're going to be dead before very long. Alright, our unemployment continues to fall. Very, very nice to see that. Very, very nice to see that indeed. Let's go to the next turn. The next and final turn for this episode. A technological advantage. That is exactly what I hoped would happen with the introduction to the space program. And fully funding science funding. That's also something that I thought was very, very important. Ban animal testing. No change. Maybe that'll make the Liberals more happy with us. I really don't know. And 96% of the people of the population would vote for us. That's a substantial number. I'm very, very happy with that. That proves we are a populist politician, I suppose. Maybe that, if nothing else. All right, and GDP once again is up. Are we running a surplus yet? No, we're running a smaller budget deficit, which is still bad, and our reserves have dropped by about 10 billion this episode, but yeah, it's not a major problem. Just remember that we've still got the effects of this chemical plant to go away, and in go away they will. They will eventually go away. It's just, time that will reduce this chemical plant explosion, which is, annoying. It's not the end of the world, though. And what about an uncompetitive economy? An uncompetitive economy looks like it is going to be ending next turn. That is exactly what we want to see. We want to see that nice little boost to our GDP. A 10% boost to our GDP would be lovely right now. We could really, really do with that. Get us out of this tiny little budget deficit that we've gotten ourselves into. And also a little boost to the capitalists, who are not super keen on us, but they don't exactly hate us, which is really, really nice to see. And the Liberals, oh my goodness, they fucking love us. They fucking love us. I don't know how tasers increases your security effectiveness. I can understand how CCTV, intelligence services, and wiretapping, drones, and microchip implantment, not that, but, I can understand how most of this stuff increases security effectiveness. Armed police, don't really understand. But tasers don't, I don't reckon tasers make a very big difference to, weeding out terrorists and all that. But hey ho, I'm not the boss. I don't understand what's going on. I'm just along for the ride. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much for watching some more Democracy 3 as an independent or semi-independent Scotland, whatever you choose to believe it as. My name, of course, has been Potato. Hopefully you'll tune in next time for some more. Until then, bye.